Hey guys, this is dclaiche, and today I'm going to be answering the questions that I told you guys to ask me in the comments section of the video titled Ask Me Questions. Yes, I actually had to look at my computer in order to be able to remember the name of that video, so let's get to it! I really appreciate all the people that asked me these questions, and by that I mean 3. Except one dude decided to ask like 10 or so questions. That dude goes by the name of Dylan Miller, so congratulations, you asked a lot of questions. You want to know a lot about me, and now you're going to. So I'm just going to start from top to bottom, and we're going to answer all these questions. What's your favorite event besides 3x3, assuming 3x3 is your favorite event? You're very good at assuming things, because that is my favorite event. It's the event that I do the best in. To be perfectly honest, I'd say my favorite event, it's really not an event anymore, but it should be because it's awesome. Magic. I mean, these things aren't I am so good at Why is it not an event? I could compete. I could actually win competitions with my abilities in Magic, but it's not a competition anymore, which makes me upset. But if I were going to choose a event that still exists, I'd probably go for 4x4 because, I don't know, I'm pretty good at it, I guess. Okay, so this one's pretty deep, so brace for impact. P.S. It's about 3 questions, actually. I said ask 1 question! I'm just kidding, it's my friend John. He knows that I'm messing with him. What's your favorite breakfast food? Don't say something unspecific like cereal, cause that's not a fun answer. What is your favorite breakfast food, and how do you think it would taste with chocolate milk poured all over it? Well then, I know you said don't say something unspecific like cereal, but cereal is my favorite breakfast food, specifically Special K red berries or Special K chocolate. Yeah, Special K chocolate. And how would I think that would taste with chocolate milk poured all over it? It's cereal. It needs milk. Chocolate milk would only make it more awesome. What was that? My phone made a noise. Oh, and also, why is it my favorite breakfast food? Because cereal. Automatic Cuber asked me the question, what is your response to people who say they just peel the stickers off? Also, if a duck walks into your bar and says, ouch, what is the exact probability that a Pop-Tart will explode in China in the time that it takes you to read this comment? Oh no! What I say to people who say they just peel the stickers off is, I say, that's actually not a very efficient way to cheat. Actually, what you're supposed to do is take the cube apart and put it back together. Because if you take the stickers off, then your cube is just going to look terrible. And if you put it into the wrong color scheme, then some cuber walks by, then they'll know, yeah, this person peeled the stickers off. Psh! Favorite YouTuber? This is a hard one. I'd say probably my favorite YouTuber out of all the ones ever in the universe probably be Shay Carl. I don't know, I'm really into Shay Carl's videos. I used to watch his show every single day, the Shaytards. As a matter of fact, I've been watching their show for 2 years now. I started on my 16th birthday, and I'm 18 now, so yeah, over 2 years I've been watching the Shaytards. That's pretty cool. Can you make a PLLs video? Yes, I will do that. Just for you. What's your favorite song and favorite genre of music? My favorite genre of music is actually Christian music. It's my favorite, and I am a musician. I love all types of music. I think that it can all be used for a good purpose. But I just like the music that goes straight to the point of my faith as a Christian. So yeah, Christian music is my favorite. And I think that my favorite song is probably We Are by Carrie Job. That was an awesome... I actually went to see Carrie Job in a concert recently, and she didn't sing that song. I mean, yeah, I know it's a really old song, but it was one of her most famous ones, and it really frustrated me. Carrie Job, why didn't you sing that song? What are your opinions on the newer cubes on the market, for example, the Kong's Design cubes and the Moyu Hualong? Okay, I actually had to look up these cubes because I'm not very familiar with them. The Kong's Design just looks like a modern cube, but for some reason they decided that on these little corner pieces that they were going to make them fully cubic. And I suppose that sort of makes it less susceptible to corner twists, but I don't really mind corner twists on my Oolong. So I don't really think that I will be getting the Kong's Design or the Moyu Hualong. I mean, maybe the Hualong, you know, it's a good looking cube. What I absolutely hate are the cubes that have a center that is pretty much a circle. I hate that because it ruins the look of a Rubik's Cube. A Rubik's Cube is supposed to be 9 squares, not 8 squares with a circle in the middle. That just looks ridiculous to me, in the same way that I used to think that the screw hole in the middle of the WIT 2 looked absolutely ridiculous. But then again, I did get used to it, and now the WIT 2 is my main. Actually, I shouldn't have said that because that's another question. But maybe I'll grow out of it, but I think that looks ugly. During solves, do you ever use edge control or partial edge control or no edge control at all? None at all, as I have absolutely no idea what edge control means. My edges are just so out of control. They're all over the place. I don't know what to do with them. These edges, they just come out and they go all over the place. I don't know. I have to look for the pieces now. Do you have any plans to go to any more competitions? I would if there were some in, say, Texas or anywhere closer, maybe even in Louisiana. As a matter of fact, I'm actually planning on having a competition here in Louisiana. Hopefully, one day, I'll be able to do that, but it costs a lot of money, which sucks. Anyways, so yeah, I do have plans to go to more competitions, as I am now a lot faster than I used to be. So, yeah. What are some of your other hobbies besides cubing? Oh, gosh. You have no idea who you just asked that question to. Well, if you really want to know what my other hobbies are, then just go look at my older YouTube videos, because I have a lot of them. I set up and knock over large elaborate chains of dominoes. I collect Transformers. Not so much anymore, but yeah, I still have a pretty massive collection of probably around 60 figures. I display them all over my room, and it looks nice. I play music, which I actually have a second channel. I have another channel that's dedicated to music. I don't post very often on there, but I do plan on, once I get into college, I'll probably upload more videos there. I should swear there was another huge one, but I just don't remember what it is. Oh yeah! Playing video games. I don't play video games that often, but you know, when I do, I choose Nintendo, because Nintendo is awesome! And I think probably my main hobby is just sitting around watching YouTube videos, which is probably just me being lazy, if anything. So yeah. Who inspired me as a cuber? As a matter of fact, the person who inspired me to become a cuber was not even a cuber at all. Let me explain. So, I watched this dude on the internet called the Computer Nerd 01, and I've been watching him for years on end now. I started watching him, I think, in like 2009, when that character Fred was getting a lot of attention. Yeah. But yeah, that's... Or was it 2008? I don't know, but I know I started watching him in 2009, and he had a really old video called How to Solve a Rubik's Cube in 30 Seconds, and he was claiming to be like the world record holder, at which I'm sure he was just joking, but he said he solved the cube in like 28 seconds. So my goal when I first started was, well, to solve the Rubik's Cube, but then after that, when I started actually timing myself, my goal was to beat his record, because I actually thought that he was the world record holder. Now, Colin Burns has to go bring it all the way down to 5.25, and now I have to, I'm like seconds off. I'm like, my personal best is that a question? Yeah, it's probably a question. So I'll leave that for later, but I am a few seconds off, and that really sucks. Mains, 2 through 7. So, I did say that somebody was probably going to ask me what my mains were in the comments, so let's go over them. For 2x2, it's still a Wit 2. I know that there are probably better 2x2s out there, like the Ling Po and the Diane 2x2, but this one is just... It's perfectly fine, and I think that I'll probably, if I go to another competition, I'll try somebody else's 2x2 and see what I think about it, and if I like it, I'll probably get a new one. For 3x3, I use a Moyu Along V2, but it was from the earlier batch of Moyu Along V2s where it was a little bit rougher out of the box. It took me a while to actually get this cube to where I want it to be, and now I think it's pretty close to where I want it to be. For one-handed, I know you said 2 through 7, but I'm going to go overall. For one-handed, I use a Fangshi Shrang Ren, which I threw into water, so I'm probably going to have to clean that out. For 4x4, I'll use a Moyu Aosu, obviously, because it is the best 4x4 out on the market. But mine has a problem. The centers fall off for some reason. I need to super glue them on because that's really annoying. For 5x5, I wish I could say I had the Moyu 5x5, but I don't. I have 2 Shengshao 5x5s, and I alternate between the two every now and then. I'm really, really, really bad at 5x5. But hey, maybe I'll get the Moyu, and that'll change. For 6x6, I use the Shengshao 6. Again, I would like to get the Moyu, but, you know, it's... 6x6 isn't really all that much important to me. I think I'm pretty good at it. I can solve it in about 4 minutes, which that's about as good as I'm willing to go. I'm not looking to become a super professional big cube solver. And for 7x7, I use a full-size Shengshao 7x7. I'm thinking about getting the mini one. I'm not really concerned about the what is it called? The Moyu Alfu, the Moyu 7x7, because if I have the choice, I really want to go with a cube that's cubic. You know, ever since we were able to eventually abandon the idea of a cubic 7. Nothing wrong with cubic 7x7s, but just ever since we were able to abandon the pillowed 7x7, I just thought cubic is just a much better idea. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should get a Moyu Alfu. Who knows? So yeah, that's 2 through 7. And is there anything else? I used a Diane Megaminx, a QJ Pyraminx, QJ Scube. Yeah, I need to get new ones of those. Cube Twist Square 1, Lingao Magic. Yes, I know they don't do it anymore, but shut up. And a, what the heck is this? Blah 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 magic cube? Why does it say magic cube on here when this is a magic? It's not even a cube. That doesn't even make any sense. What are you doing, knockoff brands in China? What's your 3x3 single and average PB? My 3x3 single is 7.51 seconds, and I'm pretty sure that my average PB is somewhere like low 11. I don't really know, but nowadays I'm usually averaging around 11 to 12 seconds. That's my average for right now. What method do you use for all events you regularly practice? For 2x2, I use Ortega because it is the fastest method that I know of. It is the easiest and fastest method. I have a video on how to solve the 2x2 cube with the Ortega method. I will put a link right here. It was one of my most popular videos, and I think I did a very good job explaining exactly how to solve a 2x2 so that you can impress all your friends by how fast you can solve a 2x2. For 3x3, I use Friedrich. I know full PLL. I do not know full OLL, but I know the combination of two-look OLL patterns to solve certain OLL cases. So yeah, that's the method I use there. I use regular reduction for 4x4 and everything else higher. I don't know Yao. I wish I did, but I do not, and maybe one day I will. But for right now, it's just no thank you. How many times do you think you've solved a cube in your life? Wow. You know, the funny thing is I used to count when I first started solving Rubik's Cubes, but I think I lost count at around like 10. So I don't know. If I were to guess, I'd probably say somewhere close to 10,000 times because I've been cubing for like 6 years. So, and I solve cubes regularly. So, Yeah, probably somewhere around that. And the final question is, how do you set up a cube from 2x2 through 7x7? I basically follow Crazy Bad Cuber's lubrication tutorial for the Diane Zanchi, and I use that for all my cubes. I mean, recently I stopped using Traxxas because mine is starting to become like really sticky. And I started using this can of silicone spray, mainly because this is just easier for quick lubrications, you know? I don't like having to go and re-lubricate a cube and I'm like, oh, I have to get this sticky thing out and spread it all over there, and then maybe it'll work, maybe it'll just make my cube a little bit worse. No, silicone, it pretty much always makes the cube slightly better, or it doesn't do anything at all. So yeah, that's why I use silicone, and that's how I did the setup, and I'm probably thinking about lubricating the innards with silicone and seeing what that does. So yeah, that is how I set up cubes. And those are all the questions that you presented to me in the comment section of the video entitled Ask Me Questions. I forgot again. Thank you guys so much for asking me questions. If you want to ask me more questions, then please leave them in the comments below this video. Thank you guys for watching, and this is dclaiche falling out of my chair. Whoa!